dynamic to have and have these hard scenes, and then after the camera cuts, get a hug in.
I just feel so fortunate, and my heart is so full that I've been able to grow with such great, wonderful people.
I am so grateful for the Oprah Winfrey Network and Mr. Tyler Perry for this opportunity and how it has forever impacted my life. And I really never want it to end.
All right, have and have not fans, what you just saw was kind of like a behind the scenes look of the season 7 promo shoot that the cast members actually did in December of 2018. And this is the second behind the scenes look like this. We've actually had one on OWN last week. It was kind of like, you know, the cast talking about what to expect in season 7, the deadliest season ever. Pretty much, you know, hyping it up like, hey, what you've seen before is nothing compared to this. And then this trailer is pretty much all the cast reminiscing on what it was like, you know, working on the show. And when I say that, I mean like this season. Well, not this season, but reminiscing on the show as a whole, you know, the first 6 seasons that we've seen and what's to come, you know, characters who were there at the beginning or characters who are no longer on the show, just seeing photos that we never seen. Like I think in one particular scene, we had Benny, Wyatt, and Amanda in the photo behind the scenes, which I loved because if memory serves, I don't believe Benny and Amanda were ever in a scene together. But it's definitely been a fun ride. So once again, for people who are new to the show or haven't watched it before, or hell, if you're watching this video in 2020 because season 7 is the first one you've ever watched, I strongly urge you to go back to season 1, episode 1. The show is on Hulu for what, the first 4.5 seasons, because they never put up the rest of season 5 or season 6. But go and watch it because the show was definitely something to behold when it first started out. And I mean, it's good now, but it was just flat out great when it first started. And you know, the characters or the cast just talk about what it's like working with Oprah, well specifically Tyler on Oprah's network, and the fact that they're definitely like a family unit. And I love moments like this. And kind of a side note, but there is a photo of the Haves and Have-Nots cast for the promo of season 7. It's in the Oprah Winfrey O magazine. So I'm actually looking around my room. I forgot where I put my copy, but I think it came out on the 19th. It took me all week to find a copy. I think I didn't find a copy until Saturday or Friday. So most of over half a week. It's like everywhere I went, I couldn't find one. I didn't know where they sold them at. They just said like local newsstands or whatever. So I assume, you know, like the magazine section of a grocery store. So I didn't see it in Kroger, Dollar General, Food Lion, but I finally came across one in one of the Walmarts in my area. It was literally the last one on the shelf, and I was a bit disappointed because I was hoping for like an article or something, but it's only the one photo. But it looks fantastic, and the fact that the book is only $5, you know, I went for it. So if you find a copy, I definitely suggest picking it up. And no, this video is not sponsored by Oprah or O Magazine, but it is the Haves and the Have-Nots, so I definitely want to recommend checking it out if you can find a copy. Now, also talking about the Haves and the Have-Nots promo, we're not going, what is it? We're not going anywhere? Actually, oh, I'm sorry. It was actually behind me on the floor. I found the O magazine. My bad. I was actually just turning around to get it. And don't mind the page flipping. I'm literally trying to find the promo right now. It's near the end of the book. They're not going anywhere. The Haves and the Have-Nots returns January 7th. So based off that preview, the promo, it definitely sounded like it was the final season. And it seemed like the cast were talking like this was the end. But no, guys, they were literally just reminiscing about what it was like coming this far in the show. Hell, even Renee Lawless, like, I hope it doesn't end. And honestly, yeah, keep it going as long as it's good. But at the same time, I also need to address another thing. The first promo was like 59 seconds, this one being 90 seconds. If you're wondering, well, Jeremy, how come you haven't played the whole thing? A couple of reasons. Number one, there really isn't a need to, because like I said, it's just a cast talking about the journey. Also, there's no new footage of what's to come. It's just photos and behind the scenes stuff from things from like season 2 and 3 and whatnot. If there was anything worthy of note, I would have definitely showed the whole thing. Also, trying to be extra careful with copyright stuff due to the fact that we're so close to 100,000. Long story short, and I mentioned this in my video if you watched it, what's next after 100,000 subscribers. Once we hit 100,000, YouTube will take a week from the day I hit 100,000 to review the channel to make sure I'm eligible for the award, the silver play button. This means, I'm abiding by the rules of YouTube, and most importantly, there's no copyright strikes. And if there's so much as one strike on the channel, then my award cannot be granted until the copyright strike is gone. That can take up to weeks or months, but thankfully the ones I did have in the past were worked out in a matter of days due to knowing the right people. So trust and believe that when if we get a full 1-minute trailer of the haves and the have-nots next month, I will do what I usually do. You know how it is. I play like the first 30 seconds and I talk, and then I play the back half of it because I, obviously don't want to get copyright. But in this situation, again, these promos, while fun to watch, don't really provide a lot of information. So that's why I'm kind of only showing you the first half. Plus, they haven't even officially released these promos. Thankfully, I had some good fans, or amazing fans, who recorded it off of their TVs with their phone and sent it to me. So I always try to do the full video when it's in the best quality, just to put it that way. And not to mention, we're only seeing what we saw in that 30-second promo from October. It's just that the cast are talking about the show. That's pretty much it. But the show, to my knowledge, once again, they filmed season 7, which is coming in January. They've already filmed season 8 a couple months ago. Season 9 is coming, but they have not filmed it yet. Season 9 is coming, but they have not filmed it yet. I meant to say that twice so people don't speculate, oh my god, is season 8 the last season? To my knowledge, no, it's still ongoing. And also, like the promo said, they're not going anywhere. I think that's two things right there. Number one, if you thought the show was gone, no, it's coming back. And also, if you thought the show was moving from OWN to another network, they're not going anywhere. I think that is clever marketing. But then again, they're not going anywhere. Is that confirmation that no one's dying from the main cast? Because they're not going anywhere is mysteriously above the cast members from the Harrington, Cryer, and Young family. So even though this is the deadliest season, does that mean that they're not going anywhere, but a lot of the other characters are because they're being killed off? See what I did there? Or excuse me, see what OWN did there. So with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And yes, more have and have not content will be coming out. Due to the fact that I'm pretty sure the closer we get to January 7th, the more possible promotional material we're going to get. Not to mention, remember, once we get around, maybe the later part of December and, when the show comes back, cast members will probably be going on press tours, radio and TV, talking about what's to come. So if they say anything of note there, I will definitely cover it as well. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're new. Like I said, we're knocking on the door of 100,000, trying to get that as soon as possible. Hopefully by the second week of December if everything works out. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.